pretty and petite, looking pretty and petite. You was made for a G, yeah. Shawty, I'm slimmy, you queen. You say you down for whatever I need. All you wanna do is get freaky, yeah. Whatever you need, you need me. All the other niggas ain't shit, hey. But baby, you the shit like me.
You all that like the 90s show. Backstage at my show, we was grinding slow. This is what I grinded for, chilling with your fine ass.
Day-to-day BS, Swiggle Mandela, man. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you making time to join the show, man.
Of course, man. I appreciate you having me, bro.
Oh, yeah, all the way. Most definite, man. How you been? What's your day been like?
I've been good, man. My day been cool. I just been at the crib with the fam, taking care of my daughters, and my nephew came over, my mother-in-law, so I'm just chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All the way. Most definite.
So, yeah.
Well, all right, let's jump into it. 2021, kicking it off right. Let's talk about it. So,
Yes,
where
sir.
you from, man? And how was it growing up where you from?
For the most part, I grew up in Portland, but I did live in Compton a little bit. I lived in Compton for like 2 years in elementary school, and I lived in Oakland for a little while too with my mom. So, I mean, I grew up in North and Northeast Portland as well. So, I feel like my life was like I seen both sides of the fence, really. You know what I'm saying? Because Portland. You know what I'm saying? You could go into somebody's house and then be like real hood and real ghetto, but then like right next door could be like a mansion type shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? In Portland, it was never really like you were just in some place that was just, you know what I'm saying, poverty. You feel me? Because you can always just look across the street sometimes and see people, you know, especially because when I was living in North and Northeast, it was already starting to get like gentrified. It was still places that you could go that felt, you know what I'm saying, like there's definitely places, like I went to Jeff, you know what I'm saying, so it was sometimes where like, you know what I'm saying, we kicking it, bro, like it could be 100 people at a park and it's all black people, so you know what I'm saying, like I definitely grew up in a situation where it's like I'm definitely was in the hood, you know what I'm saying, and in Compton for sure, it was like we couldn't even really leave our own fence, you feel me? We couldn't really go out. We had trick or treat in the daytime type shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like all my friends was like fighting and cussing, of course, like early. So, you know, but at the same time, like my mom named me Mandela, so my mom's a real strong person. My dad, I'm half black and Filipino. So
Okay.
My dad is Filipino, and he's a hard worker too. You know what I'm saying? He came to America with nothing and ended up with, you know what I'm saying, multiple properties and, you know what I'm saying, reputable job and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean, that's kind of like where I come from in a nutshell.
All the way. Bet. And see, I was going to ask where you got the name and where the idea came from. So that kind of
Yeah,
worked.
definitely. My mom named me Mandela, and then Swiggle, that really come from like one of my mentors, man. His name was Swag, and people called him Swiggle. You know what I'm saying? Almost like Lil Wayne, Weezy, Jay-Z, Jigga. Some people call him Swiggle. And,
Yeah.
he did it real big. You know what I'm saying? He was real inspirational in my career. He did songs with like Nipsey Hussle, Jim Jones, Gucci Mane. He got videos and everything. He's from, he was doing this thing up in Seattle.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting arrested like 2010 or 11 or something like that, right when we was doing our thing. And when he went down, that's when I added the Swiggle to my name to kind of just carry on the legacy and, you know what I'm saying, show respect to, you know, him helping me and put a positive spin on it too, you know what I'm saying, to show that the Swiggle is part of the music and, you know what I'm saying, keep the story going.
That's dope. I like that. That's support. That's what I'm talking about. My next question is, how long you been an artist and what made you become one?
Okay. Hey, I hear that needed in the background. I appreciate that. Yeah,
All the way.
I've been an artist since, honestly, bro, I started to write my first verse when I was like 9. I was living in Compton. And I feel like I was already really getting into music just growing up, period, you feel me? But I think definitely my dad plays guitar. So just from seeing my dad play music growing up all the time, I think that did subconsciously make me want to make music. And then I just had a love for music. But then living in Compton, I think it was very inspirational because you know that Dr. Dre is from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know Ice Cube is from there. So while you're living there, that's just a part of it. Like, you know,
the culture.
Make it out. Yeah, people make it out of here doing music. And so I was young, you know what I'm saying? It was like the year 2000 or 1999. And so I was listening to a lot of like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Exhibit, Eminem, that whole Aftermath movement, and living in California also. But then we started getting into like Lil Wayne, and I think Lil Wayne inspired me because he was only 17, and then Bow Wow was out at the time, and we liked Master P a lot at the time too. So then he put out Romeo. So then as a kid, I was like, wow, like age is not really a thing. Like when you want to make music, you can just make music
all the way.
So at 9, I started trying to like write some rhymes. It wasn't really like super serious, but I was trying to be. So I kind of kept it more secret until I was like 11, and then I started recording on like tapes at my house. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Just over like instrumentals. We would burn off the computer, download instrumentals. And then by the time I was like 12 or 13, my mom had found this community center in Northeast Portland, and it was at the Salvation Army, like right down the street from Jeff. And, they had a computer clubhouse, so they had like 30 computers, and they had teachers and instructors who would teach you like how to make beats or like graphic design. And they also had a vocal booth. It wasn't really like super good because we was recording on like a stage mic. You feel me? We had it wasn't really soundproof, but they had like the basic technology to show you how to really do your like record your vocals, do like a basic mix or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I started going there a lot. It was called the Computer Clubhouse. It was at the Salvation Army. We just called it the Sal. Everyone there was in high school except for me and my brother. Well, there was a couple other young dudes too, but it wasn't a lot of us. So we were really learning from the older kids, you feel me, and the instructors. So I started recording there, bro, like 2002, 2003, and I would just like burn CDs and like bring in my friends and my teachers, and so I started building my fan base. I feel like really like middle school, you feel me?
Okay.
So then by the time I got to like high school, so that was like 2003, so that's almost like, what, like 18 years or some shit like that?
Yeah.
So by the time I got to high school, that's when like YouTube, MySpace, we started putting our music on the internet, but we were still just burning CDs, throwing our own shows, throwing parties, working with like management and different mentors. I started shooting videos when I was like 14. And I think really, man, why I started, bro, I think now that I think back on it, it was really just a way to express myself. And it was a lot of fun, you know what I'm saying? And also, like I said, like living in Compton and being with my mom, my dad always kind of had like some type of savings, some type of situation. I learned a lot from my dad when it comes to like financially. He was always straight.
Yeah.
My mom, I'm more experienced and struggle with, you feel me? So when I was making music, part of it was like, this is something that can get us out of the struggle. You feel me? So
off top.
That's kind of like how I started and why, and really, you know what I'm saying, to express myself, bro, tell my story, something about it, something about just like having your own take. And then, man, the art of it and the writing side of it, me and my brother, JC Cordetta, who's also on the new song Beat It, he's my older brother. We really got into that, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, as far as like listening to every type of rap, like conscious, gangster, party, East Coast, West Coast, down south, overseas, you feel me? We was listening to like Dipset, Mac Dre, The Jacka, Talib Kweli, Kanye West, Eminem, Jadakiss, all of Rockefeller, all of, you know what I'm saying, Outkast, Scarface, anything you could think of, no matter what type it was, we want to listen to it, hear their metaphors, their similes, the way they, you know what I'm saying, their storytelling, their, all the things about literature that they would put, you know what I'm saying, Young Money, Cash Money, everything, we listened to it, we studied it, and that really became like a passion for me to like just figure that part of it out and the music writing part of it. So yeah.
Yeah, man, I like that, bro. All the way. What's your creative process like?
A lot of times, bruh, I'll live a lot of life. This is like one of the main ways I write music. I'll just be living life. I like to watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of documentaries, or just be out in nature, you know what I'm saying, like at a beach or in a forest, you know what I'm saying, and then as well as just like trying new things and traveling to different cities, you know what I'm saying, so, and talking to people. So somebody might say something and I'll take a note of that and it ends up being a lyric, you know what I'm saying, or I might just be like watching, it might just be a commercial on TV, you feel me, and I hear something. Like I heard a golf announcer. I don't even know why I was just watching golf or where it was at, but I just heard a golf announcer. He was like, it was like the final hole, and he said, so this one's for full possession of the victory, right before they did his little swing. And so I ended up putting that in a song, like, this one's for full possession of the victory. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it might just be anything I hear, documentary, or somebody just in passing, they say something to me like, you know, my grandma used to say this. Then I hear that, I'm like, oh man, I could use that. So just like living life, and I take a lot of notes. So like when I'm writing a verse, sometimes I just go to my notes and be like, I got all these lines, like maybe one of them fits. And but if I'm writing from scratch, then I may end up writing like 2 verses. There, and just picking like which bars work the best. I might write like 32 bars and then narrow it down to the best 16 bars.
Okay, that's pretty dope. That's clever.
I mean, yeah, but it's all kinds of ways that I could do it, because if the studio's right there, I don't even have to write. You feel me? Like I could just go in, think of 2 bars, say them, stop for a second, listen, think of 2 more bars, say them. You feel me?
And just keep running them. Hey.
Yeah, so it's all kinds of ways that I like to create. But those are some of the main ones.
Most definite. How often would you say you in the studio?
Let me think. So 2021, I've probably been to the studio. I was probably like 3, 4. 2021, I've probably been to the studio like 5 times, maybe 6 times. So it's pretty often, but I like to go once I have a whole chunk of music to record. So then I'll go in and like knock everything out. But at the same time, like sometimes me and my team, we might just get 12 hours or something. And you know what I'm saying? Like I got a couple songs, he got a couple songs. We might write a song while the homie's recording his 5 songs, and then, you feel me? So, but it's pretty often. But I feel like maybe like once my album's recorded, it'll be a while before I go back in. But who knows, you feel me? Because I might start working on an EP, or I'm always doing features. So it kind of, it's a pretty consistent thing. Especially once I get into that mode of like, okay, I'm recording that album, I start announcing that I'm doing features and advertising that, and then I could be in there like every month or every other month.
Yeah, most definite. Name a few places you performed.
For sure. That's like one of my favorite things. My list isn't super long, so I could damn near say them all. It's
Ain't no wrong with that.
But I performed in LA, I performed in California 3 times.
Okay.
I did one show. It was for like it was just for like some people who work for labels. So it wasn't really like a big show. And it was like my homie was booked for it, and he just brought me because I had a song with him. You feel me? So it was small, you know what I'm saying? But it was people from New York there. It was people from down south there, and people that work for labels, that own labels and shit. So it was really like an intimate show. And then when I was younger, bro, my cousin Gabe C, shout out to Gabe C, he actually helped put together the song Needed. He's really connected in California. He's an LA leaker. He knows Blueface. He knows Stupid Young. He knows, he's really deep in the game. He knows Shoreline Mafia. You feel me? But when he was young, just doing his DJ thing, he used to do parties. You feel me? We'll do 3 parties and then the birthday parties. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's my Filipino cousin. So, like, you know what I'm saying? There's all type of Filipino parties. We might do like any type of party. You feel me? When he was really getting his stripes, like just being a DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one time we did this Filipino party, man. I had a dope ass view over LA, and it was like a pretty big like house, almost like a mansion, mini mansion. I performed there when I was young. But then the dopest show I did in Cali was in Hollywood. I did this 2019. I was like really on the bill. It was just like I was booked for the show. It was like the flyest venue, one of the best venues I ever performed for. They had like screens on the ceiling, and it was just open and big. You feel me? And I got a lot of love, bro. Like, it made me realize just the love that I could get in California, and the people were so just diverse.
All the way.
I performed in Michigan twice. They were like right by each other too, like in the same week. I performed at St. Andrews in Michigan, in Detroit, which is like basically like their Roseland. It's like the spot, you feel me? Like Eminem used to battle there.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mac Miller performed there. It's like their venue, you feel me? Before the biggest venue, it's that spot where it's like 1,000 people could probably fit in there. So I performed at St. Andrews in Detroit, and that was crazy, bro. Like, crazy. Like, I think Detroit was like the blackest show I ever did. Had the most black people I ever performed for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, LA was really mixed. It was like Mexicans, Filipinos, Japanese, Europeans, not just white people, like from Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like actual, you feel me? Jewish people, and there was African people. So it was very mixed. In Detroit, it was like a lot of white people and a lot of black people. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of black people, and they showed me major love, bro.
That's what I'm
Detroit
talking about.
was a crazy vibe. You know what I'm saying? And then I performed in a city right outside of Detroit called Port Huron, and that was a crazy vibe too. You know what I'm saying? And I will say, bro, just like I feel like the way that Detroit looks, bro, not even Detroit, the way that Michigan looks is different, you know what I'm saying? With so many abandoned buildings, you know what I'm saying? And so much like, I mean, it was just different, bro. There was a lot of poverty as well, and it was like the people there show so much love, you feel me? They show so much love, like a love that I don't even know, bro. It's definitely specific to there, you feel me?
Yeah, one and only.
I performed in the Philippines like twice. It wasn't like official shows, but I got a lot of family out there and a lot of connections. So no matter where I go, I can damn near, like, if they got a microphone, I can get on stage. You feel me? So,
he said it's going down wherever.
Yeah, restaurants, clubs, like, yeah. So I performed in the Philippines twice. Seattle, that was dope. That was dope. That's just like mandatory up the street. I performed in a lot of little cities that I feel like really helped me out as far as like Oregon and being like a Northwest artist. I performed in like Longview, Washington. I performed in there's some cities outside of city. Bellevue. I performed in Bellevue. I performed in LaGrande, Oregon, Coos Bay, Oregon, Estacada, Salem. So like a lot of little cities just in like Oregon and Washington, Vancouver, of course, that I feel really helped like solidify my fan base here. And so there might be some places that I'm forgetting, but that's like the real solid ones that I feel like I got fans and really perform there. My baby crying in the background. I don't know if you can hear.
Oh, you all good. I was gonna say you might hear the same thing over here. It goes down. It goes down. That's a part of being a dad and an artist.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You're still a dad at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, we don't mind it, bro. Not at all. What would you say makes you stand out and makes you unique?
I would say probably my versatility. Like I really got a lot of different styles that I could do.
Yeah.
Like I could do a song where I don't cuss at all. You know what I'm saying? And it could be like on some spiritual type of vibe, something where like my mom could listen to, or like, you feel me, my one of my aunties or something. It'll work for them. But then I also got vibes where like I could do like the smoking songs, of course. I can do the love songs, and at the same time, like I got so many artists on my label that I could do like we could do gangster vibes too. Like we could do, because really a lot of that music is like just about self-defense, and it's like being like having a line, you feel me, like you're not about to like threaten my family or anything like that. So we can take that vibe too, you feel me, because I got family that's like my brothers. They make a lot of like real type of vibe, gangster music. So man, I got so many. I think that's what sets me apart. I got so many vibes, and we got so many different styles, and I think the spiritual stuff too, because I've experienced so much. I think the more that comes into the music, the more that's gonna separate me as well. And just the message, period. Like, I mean, I work with anybody. You feel me? It don't matter what your race is. It don't matter, like, you feel me? Like, I'm not gonna work with somebody who's hurting people. I'm not gonna work with somebody who's like out here fucking trying to rob people.
No.
Fucking, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like, I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your sexuality is. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna work with people just because off the strength of unity and having love for people. So I think that separates me too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not discriminating against people in that way. So I think, man, you know what I'm saying, we can go revolutionary, we can do political music, we can do protest music, we can do party music. I think a lot of people are just kind of put themselves in a box, you feel me? Even if they do step outside of that box, sometimes it could just feel like they really want to give their fans the same stuff because they think that's what's working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might be hard for someone who does a lot of party music to really cross over and do something like spiritual. But I think that sets me apart. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same with like my fashion. You feel me? Like, I'm willing to wear like a traditional Filipino tribal outfit. You feel me? I'm willing to like wear like what they wear in the Middle East, or like what you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to wear a suit. I might wear something like, you know what I'm saying, just a white tee, you know what I mean? And also, like, my videos as well, they can get real artistic, you know what I'm saying? It could be like a movie, so I think my visuals really set me apart. Yeah, man, and I think just growing up, bro, like, being black and Filipino, it's a perspective that not a lot of people have, you feel me? Like, it's real different, you feel me? Because I grew up with so many black people, you know what I'm saying? But I also am Filipino.
Yeah.
You know, like, I went to the Philippines. My brothers got my hair is not really like it's like a mix between, you feel me? But it's really straight. So my brothers got like afro, you know what I'm saying? When I went to the Philippines, I just blended in, you feel me? Like, they didn't even know I was no different, you know what I'm saying? Because I was from there. So it's also that vibe of just like experiencing life, two different cultures like that, and somebody from like, okay, for one, I got my Black history where like we come from so many different tribes and so much different culture and like education, you feel me? And being like kingdoms and coming from royalty to, you know what I'm saying, becoming slaves in America, you feel me? And I got family in Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? And all of that and the strength behind that and all of the leaders and getting us to where we are and all the leaders that can. So then I got that, but then also like my dad speak a whole different language, you feel me? And they was damn near the same situation too. Like the Philippines was colonized by America for a long time.
Yeah.
So like just that history too. I think that separates me. It's just a different experience to have a dad that's not from America. You know what I'm saying? And then to have ancestors that were slaves, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's and being in touch with that. A lot of people aren't really in touch with their history. They kind of want to just like have fun, and that's necessary too. That's why, you know, we make protest music, but at the same time, we gotta make something where you can ride to and chill to and be happy. You feel me?
Man, all the way. What are a few things you like to do when you're not creating music?
I like to kick it with my kids, kick it with my wife. Everything else that comes with music at the same time, you feel me? Because you gotta promote, you gotta do the videos. I like to do acting too, and not really acting, but just being in that industry. I like being in that industry, so it's like I might just be in the background, you feel me, and just like. I do a lot of background work and just being on the scene and seeing what they do, you feel me? I enjoy that, you know what I'm saying? Like, just... So, when you an extra, you gotta really, like, be out of the way, you feel me? And just do what you're supposed to do. So, I might just be the dude in the movie who's in the background rustling some papers. You know?
Yeah, like just doing it.
But it's interesting to me to see the director work, to see the people who just come in to take the spot. They just take the ground where you're supposed to stand. They tell you you're supposed to walk that way, you know what I'm saying? Or to be on the set, like when you can go into a building,
yeah,
and there's a building inside the building that looks like it's outside. You feel me? Like you go into there and it's nighttime outside, but they can make it look like it's daytime.
Yeah, it's inside, a whole switch.
So, yeah, just to watch that, you feel me? Like, they had just all types of stuff that just blew my mind. I've been in stuff with Hulu and Netflix. I've been in like, Discovery Channel stuff, Xbox commercial, Honda commercial, and meeting people that are acting is their passion. So, I like to do that, too. And travel, bro. It's been a little different with this whole lockdown, pandemic, and all this shit, but I really like to travel. I really like to see. I like road trips. You know what I'm saying? Riding in a car, I don't mind. You feel me? I like going out into nature, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just disconnecting. You know what I'm saying? Spending time with my family. Shit, I talk to my dad for 3 hours. You know, talk to my mom. So yeah, man. Shit, I've been trying to like chill out, bro. Play video games or something with the kids. You feel me? Because I'm so disconnected from the video game culture. It looks like a lot of fun, so I try to get back into it a little bit.
Yeah, most
But also just like Netflix, bro, Hulu. I'm always watching something on YouTube, learning, watching interviews, watching movies. I got Disney Plus. You feel me? I be fucking with the cartoons and Japanese anime. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with all that shit. So
me
yeah,
too. Yeah, that Disney Plus is where it's at, for real.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Ah, man. So, yeah, we see you making moves. 2021 coming in. Like I said, we got to talk about that slap Needed, though. Can you tell us a little bit about it and who's on it, man? Like, give us the scoop.
Needed is the first single off of my upcoming album, Movie Money. It features Westside Boogie, Crazy.
Man.
Just super blessed to be able to do that. My brother JC Cordetta, and my homie Kenai out of Los Angeles. So, man, it's just, I got roots in Compton, and Boogie's from Compton. I got roots in L.A. I lived all over L.A. growing up because, we had to, stay with friends sometimes and stay with family. So, just being in most of my Filipino family that lives in America lives in Cali. So, my dad lives in Cali now, too. He lived in Portland when we were growing up. But, so just that song, I really feel like it's my West Coast song, bro. Like, even though Portland and Seattle and Oregon and Washington are technically the West Coast, I feel like it's still a different vibe. You feel me? That's why I really call that the Northwest. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's the West Coast still, I really feel like Cali is like that West Coast. You feel me? So this is like my California song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's my fun song. Like, I feel like my last music that I released in 2020 was like protest music, and it was more serious. So we wanted to put out something fun, you know what I'm saying, and something for people to keep with them throughout the year, you know what I'm saying, when the sun come out and all of that. We wanted to drop it and give people some good fun vibes to have for 2021, because 2020 was so crazy. It was so hard for everybody. So we just wanted to do something fun.
Most definite. So after an amazing release like that, what's next to expect? Give us the rundown.
Okay. Yes, sir, Ski. After that, it's really like trying to work as hard as I can to make sure that everything else is as big, even if it doesn't have a big feature. You know what I'm saying? Because we got amazing music that it's just me. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for the album. Probably getting ready to release another song that people haven't heard, because 2020 I didn't release an album. You know what I'm saying? That was like new for me to just really I was working on this album already 2020. I was already starting to write this album in 2020. So that was new for me to not release a lot of music, and so releasing my album, and that's what's next. It's gonna take some time, some months. Probably gonna release it during the summer, but before then we're gonna do videos. We're gonna release more music off of that album, and we're just gonna keep pushing everything. Like, Needed is getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to hear it overseas. They're starting to hear it in different states, and it's definitely a part of the culture. In Portland, they showed it so much love and so many different blogs and magazines. So we're still doing that, and we're waiting to see who else is going to show love and who else is going to pick it up and talk about it, because it's definitely a big moment for our city. And Boogie is still on the rise. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that he's getting ready to release an album and things like that. So I think it'll keep growing with his fan base and my fan base, and with the different cities. And when this world's more open, we're gonna go to Cali. I got more music coming with Kenai. He's like one of the best right now in LA. Like, he's got the streets and he's got that sound, just that real LA sound. So we're gonna be working more with Kenai, and we're getting ready to drop this joint with Jim Jones from Harlem, New York. Yeah, yes sir. So that's what we got lined up so far. We gonna keep going up. We gonna keep killing them and keep dropping anthems. And this honestly, part of it is that we don't even know, bro. Because this song is we never had a song this big. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time, when a song is big, it's because of the video. You know what I'm saying? So to have a song that doesn't have a video really take off like this is new. So we're kind of like sitting back, like, okay, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a banger
all over the world, and we're like, that's new. Honestly, like, usually if my song is getting heard all over the world, it's because I'm pushing it in that area. I know someone there, or I'm using like a ad to target there.
Yeah,
this song has been getting heard just everywhere, and so we're like, okay, we're gonna sit back and see what we want to do next. So we're kind of evaluating while we're still pushing at the same time. I start putting out more music and just have fun and just try to inspire, bro. Try to help other people up too. I got some features dropping. I'm doing an EP with an artist named G Swinson. He's from Vancouver. And whoever else want to work, man, holla at me. The price ain't that expensive. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we don't got real fans and can help you out. And yeah, man, there's actually some big projects that I'm working on too from some big people in the city. I don't know if they made the announcement yet, put the information out yet, so we'll wait on that.
Most def.
But yeah,
Respect.
bro, we're just pushing, bro. It's exciting. We're on Shade 4 or 5 all the time.
Yeah, I seen that.
Single. And shout out to the Numbers. The Numbers gonna be playing it. X-Ray played the song. So man, we sitting back and just living this new chapter. You know what I mean, and getting ready to keep it going, bro. Movie Money, album on the way. We got a short film we about to put out. So yeah, man, it's a whole bunch. Bro.
All the way, man. Yeah, I've been seeing it everywhere. Yeah. Great song, bro. Like, for real.
Hey,
y'all did y'all thing on that.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, Kizzy, that's that one.
Bro, all the way. Well, I think that sums it up for the questions we had for the day. We appreciate you being on the show, Swiggle. Real talk. We definitely want to see you back on here, see what you got going on here soon. This is Day-to-Day BS.
Hey, man, I greatly appreciate this platform. We need more people like you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's a lot of people making music, but it's not a lot of people that's like you, that's actually going to show love and get the story and get that going. So we gonna grind, man. We gonna push this interview too. Make sure everybody sees it, man.
Most
Make
definitely.
sure everybody's happy with you. So we greatly appreciate what you're doing for the city, bro. Real talk, bro.
Well, I appreciate that support. Real talk, Brody. Can't wait to talk again, my guy. Y'all be easy.
Of course, yes, sir. You too.
All right.